Now, if you were elected to the position, you might have to be presented with a situation of hiring the next superintendent, as Steve Flanagan, our current superintendent, is retiring. What kind of individual would you be looking for that you think would fulfill the position and best suit the the school district of Swansea and the town of Swansea? And would you look to promote within the school system, or would you do a full search for a school superintendent, like maybe within the state of Massachusetts or New England, the New England area?
We are in an economic tsunami. We're in one of the worst crises economically that we've been in since the Great Depression. I think that has to be considered. Mm-hmm. My 90-year-old father says, we're broke. There's no money. And I believe that. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for the government, if it wasn't for hardworking people, we wouldn't even have what we have now. So to me, we have to be very fiscally conservative. We have to be very cost conscious. So that means, again, all of the things that comprise the business of the school, the buses, the maintenance, the food, the personnel, the books, there's an inner circle. The inner circle is the student. And the focus to me is on the student and student success. So the curriculum, to me, is the next important thing. And then the teachers. They all work in concert. All that should be protected. So if there is unfortunate amount of money being expended on leadership positions that don't have to be there, then that's what I'm after. So that's why I say the assistant superintendent perhaps needs to be put aside for now, mm-hmm. and money saved so it can go toward that center. Mm-hmm. So I see what I see happening is the way to help fulfill that role is that you have a national search, finding the best person or the best people you can find, and go on that basis. Mm-hmm. Perhaps that could be considered a meritocratic way of looking at it. So it's not a friend who is coming in to do this. It's based on an even, peer-reviewed job search, so that you advertise in the Chronicle of Higher Education. You advertise in the professional journals and magazines. You put it out there, and then you do a regular search, an educational search, to find these people. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important, because that whoever ends up as the superintendent is going to signal. That's part of the change that we're going to see happening.
Right. Now, would you devote a longer period of time for the search, since you were talking about putting it into national magazines? And
I think it's just when people do searches like this in other institutions, similar institutions, there's just a curve of time that mm-hmm. would go through. Right. And I think it should be something that shouldn't be hurried, but it shouldn't be prolonged either. I think it needs to be something that is in-depth and done well.
Mm-hmm. Now, what can parents, students, and educators, as a whole group of people, expect from you if you are on the school committee in town? They could expect a big change?
No, not at first. I want to get on the school committee. I want to learn the culture of the school committee. I want to understand how it's operating. I want to work on a collaborative basis with people. Mm-hmm. But I do have an agenda, and my agenda is student success and great teaching. Mm-hmm. And I want to help the town.
Mm-hmm. Now, if townspeople wanted to learn more about you, where could they find some more information about you?
They can go on my website. It's www.electkeithcarreiro.com. I think it's on the TV. And go on there on the website and check me out. I think you'll be pleased to see what you see. And thank you for having me here.
Dr. Keith Carreiro, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our show. And I hope you learned a lot about Dr. A. Keith Carreiro, a candidate for a school committee in town. Thank you.